They will decide first among themselves there and come up. In that case, if we call a LOFA meeting, there will be 7 times 11, 77. If it's 9, 99, that would be easier than to bring everybody. That's what you will bring to the legislature. If we are collecting money, they will go and tell their people, those people, that this is the money the county want to collect. So we raise it. We don't want these people running behind people from Tahama, from this. And they say, if it's $5,000 per district, the district will collect it. The district will know the people there who are contributing and who are not. So tomorrow when those people want wrong, they will tell them you don't contribute. Because we need money to develop. The government will do it on, but you need it. Because our children will go to good schools, our people will have good services. The one the government cannot do, we have to help. So all of us are citizens.
I'll get that protection. Mr. President, thank you for giving us the opportunity. Just how we never supported you during your election, but you brought us closer. Thank you. And today, Mr. President, one thing I can talk about, I feel more happy and secure in your administration than previous administration. The four links leading to the whole other side. I voted for it. And Mr. President, thank you. That road will lead to from Montserrat County to go water side. And all of those other development in the county, the lighting, first time in the history of Liberia since the civil crisis, since 50 years, it's this president that took electricity to Benton City. The capital city of Montserrat County. When I went and talked to him, I said, Mr. President, there is no electricity in Benton, the capital city of Montserrat. He was shocked that there's no electricity in Benton. And when that order was given today, the first time the children are seeing electricity. Since 50 years, they can see electricity today. Mr. President, we want to encourage you that electricity to test the Tony. From Benton to Tony, it's very short. 300 posts, we already got electricity in Tony. Very short system. Yeah. So the former caucus chair knows what you're talking about. But I want to say thank you for the unity. We can now come home in our county. You don't want to come back when there's confusion. Give you all deserving support. I'll get that protection. Mr. President, thank you for giving us the opportunity. Just how we never supported you during your election, but you brought us closer. Thank you. And today, Mr. President, one thing I can talk about, I feel more happy and secure in your administration than previous administration. We continue to see for the level of work you have done in Montserrat County, the four links leading to the whole other side. I voted for it. And Mr. President, thank you. That road will lead to from Montserrat County to go water side. And all of those other development in the county, the lighting, first time in the history of Liberia since the civil crisis, since 50 years, it's this president that took electricity to Benton City. The capital city of Montserrat County. I went and talked to him. I said,
People think of Africa, they picture endless savannas, wild animals, and colorful markets. But there's another side. The world rarely sees cities so clean, organized, and beautiful they rival some of the best in Europe or Asia. From sparkling streets to eco-friendly living, these urban gems are redefining Africa's image. Welcome to the top 5 cleanest cities in Africa. You definitely want to live here. Gaborone offers more than what meets the eye. This is a city that moves forward quietly but with purpose, where modernity meets mindfulness and progress comes without pollution. Botswana's capital has built a reputation for order, safety, and environmental care that few cities in the region can match. Clean streets, disciplined waste systems, and a deep sense of civic pride form the heartbeat of everyday life here. Recently, the Gaborone City Council launched a comprehensive city upkeep campaign aimed at improving infrastructure, maintaining roads, and inspecting businesses for hygiene compliance. Across public areas, brightly colored waste bins are easy to spot, helping residents keep their surroundings spotless. And the things just passed, those top regulators are held accountable under Botswana's strict public health and waste management act, which has already seen dozens fined for polluting the city.
My responsibility is on a state to tell me that the people of Foya, Kolahu, the young people need scholarships. That's why we are here as caucus. It said 3 separate must coordinate at all times. If Senator Momo Saros is the senator of this county, to buttress this government and buttress this president, buttress he himself, it's on our obligation to give thousands of scholarships to Lafayette. If Momo Saros, for example, the political leader of District Number 3, while it is true we will be negotiating with the president and his programs, but he needs to be told that the children and the young people from Kolahu need to go to school. Judy need not be horrible, I'm sorry. That the people of Wahasa, Vaho, Tingia need to go to school. Kisi Colley need not be told that his people need water, electricity, or scholarship. That is the responsibility the president is trying to set the roadmap. Say, I have the bigger one, but the smaller one, let's work. So that Lofa County can be great. Mr. President, you can rest assured, with the unity you see in the caucus, in terms of national policy, that is our role to make sure we champion that at the legislature. And we have been doing it since the inception of the government. You have added additional responsibility today that have also helped to further make the job easy or easier for ourselves and our people. Your proposal, your recommendation, more besides the father of the land, the godfather of the land, the uncle of the land, cannot make a proposal or suggestion like he said, I'm not dictating. But it's implied, Mr. President. You don't want to argue, go argue. You don't want to disagree, it is your right to disagree. But the Keke have said it, and we are under obligation to respect it and run with it. And those of you, the young people that have the energy, that have the strength, help our elders in the community, let the message sink down. Our religious leaders, our pastors, the bishop, the prelates, as you mount the pulpit, tell your congregation that yes, this is the new course, and this is the new agenda that is being set for our county. The president has done it, and we'd like to say to the Minister of Internal Affairs, to all of our stakeholders that are in government, please help us to help this work, because we are there to complement you, to complement the president. There is nothing about fight, no bigotry. You commissioner, nothing going to change you as commissioner. You paramount chief, we have not come to force with you. The youth leader, once you are appointed by the president, that respect continue and remain in full swing till otherwise. All the president have said, we set up a committee to work alongside, side by side, to make sure we all work to make it happen. Thank you, Mr. President, you have said it right. I think in my view, in my opinion, the meeting have rested. because you have already given the marching order. God bless the people of Lofa County. National government responsibilities on the state to tell me that the people of Foya, Kolahu, the young people need scholarship. That's why we are here as caucus. They said 3 separate must coordinate at all times. If Senator Momo Saros is the senator of this county, to buttress this government and buttress this president, buttress he himself, his honor obligation to give thousands of scholarships to Lofians. If Momo Saros, for example, the political leader of District Number 3, while it is true we will be negotiating with the president and his programs, but he need not be told that the children and the young people from Kolahu need to go to school. Judy need not be horrible, I'm sorry, that the people of Wahasa, Vaho, Tingia need to go to school. Kisi Koli need not be told that his people need water, electricity, or scholarship. That is the responsibility the president is trying to set the roadmap. Say, I have the bigger one, but the smaller one, let's work so that Lofa County can be great. Mr. President, you can rest assured, with the unity you see in the caucus, in terms of national policy, that is our role to make sure we champion that at the legislature. And we have been doing it since the inception of the government. You have added additional responsibility today that have also helped to further make the job easy or easier for ourselves and our people. Your proposal, your recommendation, what besides
of the rules and regulations of the 2025 National County Meet, which states that any county players caught fighting within the game vicinity before, during, and immediately after the game shall be suspended and fined as deemed necessary by the organizing committee of the National County Sports Meet. Bapolu County shall bear a fine of 5,000 United States dollars for disruption of the football match between Mosirado versus Bon County played in Bopolu City, Bapolu County. Of the rules and regulations of the 2025 National County Meet, which states that any county players caught fighting within the game vicinity before, during, and immediately after the game shall be suspended and fined as deemed necessary by the organizing committee of the National County Sports Meet. Bapolu County shall bear a fine of 5,000 United States dollars for disruption of the football match between Mosirado versus Bon County played in Bopolu City, Bapolu County. Of the rules and regulations of the 2025 National County Meet, which states that any county...
It said 3 separate must coordinate at all times. If Senator Momo Saros is the senator of this county, to buttress this government and buttress this president, buttress he himself, his honor obligation to give thousands of scholarships to Lofians. If Momo Saros, for example, the political leader of District Number 3, while it is true we will be negotiating with the president and his programs, but he need not be told that the children and the young people from Kolahu need to go to school. Judy need not be horrible, I'm sorry, that the people of Wahasa, Vaho, Tingia need to go to school. Kisi Koli need not be told that his people need water, electricity, or scholarship. That is the responsibility the president is trying to set the roadmap. Say, I have the bigger one, but the smaller one, let's work so that Lofa County can be great. Mr. President, you can rest assured, with the unity you see in the caucus, in terms of national policy, that is our role to make sure we champion that at the legislature. And national government responsibilities on the state to tell me that the people of Foya, Kolahu, the young people need scholarship. That's why we are here as caucus. It said 3 separate must coordinate at all times. If Senator Momo Saros is the senator of this county, to buttress this government and buttress this president, buttress he himself, his honor obligation to give thousands of scholarships to Lafayette. If Mimosa Ross, for example, the political leader of District Number 3, while it is true we will be negotiating with the president and his programs, but he need not be told that the children and the young people from Kolahu need to go to school. Judy need not be horrible, I'm sorry, that the people of Wahasa, Vaho, Tengia need to go to school. Gizi Colley need not be told that his people need water, electricity, or scholarship. That is the responsibility the president is trying to set the roadmap. Say, I have the bigger one, but the smaller one, let's work so that Lofa County can be great. Mr. President, you can rest assured, with the unity you see in the caucus, in terms of national policy, that is our role to make sure we champion that at the legislature. And we have been doing it since the inception of the government. You have added additional responsibility today that have also helped to further make the job easy or easier for ourselves and our people. Your proposal, your recommendation, what besides the father of the land, the godfather of the land, the uncle of the land, cannot make a proposal or suggestion like he said, I'm not dictating. But it's implied, Mr. President. You that want to argue, will argue. You that want to disagree, it is your right to disagree. But the Keke have said it. And we are under obligation to respect it and run with it. And those of you, the young people that have the energy, that have the strength, help our elders in the community, let the message sink down. Our religious leaders, our pastors, the bishop, the prelates, as you mount the pulpit, tell your congregation that yes, this is the new course and this is the new agenda that is being set for our county. The president has done it, and we'd like to say to the Minister of Internal Affairs, to all of our stakeholders in government, please help us to help this work, because we are there to complement you, to complement the president. There is nothing about fight.
Give you all necessary support. I'll get that protection. Mr. President, thank you for giving us the opportunity. Just how we never supported you during your election, but you brought us closer. Thank you. And today, Mr. President, one thing I can talk about, I feel more happy and secure in your administration than previous administration. The four link leading to go water side. I voted for it. And Mr. President, thank you. That road will lead to from Motorado County to go water side. And all of those other development in the county, the lighting, first time in the history of Liberia since the civil crisis, since 50 years, is this president that took electricity to Benton City. The capital city of Motorado County. When I went and talked to him, I said, Mr. President, there is no electricity in Benton, the capital city of Motorado. He was shocked that there's no electricity in Benton. And when that order was given, today, the first time the children are seeing electricity. Since 50 years, they can see electricity today. Mr. President, we want to encourage you that electricity to touch the Tony. From Benton to Tony, it's very short. 300 poles, we already got electricity in Tony. Very short distance. Yeah. So the former caucus chair know what you're talking about. But I want to say thank you for the unity. We can now come home in our county. You don't want to come back when there's confusion. Give you all necessary support. I'll get that protection. Mr. President, thank you for giving us the opportunity. Just how we never supported you during your election, but you brought us closer. Thank you. And today, Mr. President, one thing I can talk about, I feel more happy and secure in your administration than previous administration. We continue to see for the level of work you have done in most of our country, the four links leading to the whole other side. I voted for it. And Mr. President, thank you. That road will lead to from Montserrat County to whole other side. And all of those other development in the county, the lighting, first time in the history of Liberia since the civil crisis, since 50 years, is this president that took electricity to Benton City, the capital city of Montserrat County. When I went and talked to him, I said, Mr. President, there is no electricity in Benton, the capital city of Montserrat. He was shocked that there's no electricity in Benton. And when that order was given today, the first time the children are seeing electricity. Since 50 years, they can see electricity today. Mr. President, we want to encourage you that electricity to touch the Tony. From Benton to Tony, it's very short. 300 poles, we already got electricity in Tony. Very short system. Yeah. So the former caucus chair know what you're talking about. But I want to say thank you for the unity. We can now come home in our county. You don't want to come back when there's confusion. Give you all necessary support. I'll get that protection. Mr. President, thank you for giving us the opportunity. Just how we never supported you during your election, but you brought us closer. Thank you. And today, Mr. President, one thing I can talk about, I feel more happy and secure.
If you do well, I'm not dictating, I'm making a suggestion that if for every district, administrative district, not electoral district, we could have 5, that if we could have at least 7% or 9%, depending on what they recommend, meaning 2 young people, a youth, 2 women, elders, whoever they elect. These people must be elected by their people, and our elders making 7, so that what decision we're going to make at LOFA, they will decide first among themselves there and come up. In that case, if we call a LOFA meeting, there will be 7 times 11, 77. If it's 9, 99. That would be easier than to bring everybody. That's what you will bring to the legislatures. If we are collecting money, they will go and tell their people, those people, that this is the money the county want to collect. So we raise it. We're not going to, we don't want these people running behind people from Tahama, from this. And they say, if it's $5,000 per district, the district will collect it. The district will know the people there who are contributing and who are not. So tomorrow when those people went wrong, they will tell them you don't contribute. Because we need money to develop. The government will do it on, but you need it. Because our children will go to good school, our people will have good services. The one the government cannot do, we have to help. So all of us are citizens. And if you do well, your children in America and elsewhere too will contribute if they see how much effort. When this road could not be paid one time, we were angry, we said, we'll raise money and pave the road. But that would have been a lot. Today, the road is going to be paved. So that's for sure. And I know if you have good road in Lofa, people can take their bed up from here to Monrovia. People can take their okra and carry, they will make small money. Small things. Like these people sat down and say we should build a football stadium. The country is not going to come to build a football stadium for you unless they're doing it for the whole country. But you will need to raise money. How are we going to raise the money? Those are the formulas that we will put into place. I'm not dictating, I'm making a suggestion that if for every district, administrative district, now electoral.
And a pleasant welcome on today. This is the People's Program, The Heat. The Heat comes away Monday to Friday, 12 to 1:30. And with exquisite delight, I love to say a pleasant welcome on today, 30122025. Today is the 30th of December. Just about hours we have to walk to the new year 2026. I would love to say Happy New Year in advance to all of you. As a matter of fact, today we are counting hours. Yeah, to be frank with you, after all the months, the weeks, today we are just hours. Yeah. One day, tomorrow will just be the last day of the year, and today is the last Tuesday of this year. Good afternoon. And today in 1985, on the 30th of December, the falls in the 10th aftermath of Liberia, following October 1985 elections, where President Samuel Doe clung to power after the failed coup attempt by his former comrade, General Thomas Kuongba. This period was marked by violent repression, ethnic repression against Kuongba's Gio and Manu people, widespread arrest, and deepening instability, setting the stage for the first civil war. Today, December 30th in 1985. And in 1920, today the 30th of December, was under the rule of President Charles D.B. King, who began his decade-long term that year, focusing on foreign loans and resource exploitation, especially rubber, through his administration faced issues with corruption, setting the stage for the influential Firestone Company entry into the mid-1920s that deeply tied the economy to rubber, leading to Liberia being the first, called the first, or the Firestone colony in the country. Charles D.B. King resumed power in 1920, making the start of an era characterized by foreign investment and growing economic dependency. But in the early part of the 1920s, it saw increased investment in natural resources, with the rubber becoming Liberia's first primary export upon. Why no single major pinpoint issue in our period, but corruption influenced the U.S. acting as a moral protectorate to Liberia. Liberia, Africa's oldest republic, maintained its independence but operated on an Americo-Liberian ruling class. Today, 1950, Liberia, under President William V. Stuttman, was experiencing significant economic activities centered on the Firestone rubber plantation, with a phased major labor unrest leading to the government intervention and troop deployment in the early 1950s. This period foreshadowed political shift towards broader inclusion, with women and indigenous property owners gaining voting rights by the 1951, while Totman's open door policy attracted foreign investment, modernized Liberia, but maintaining the Americo-Liberian rule until 1980. Today, December 30, 2024 to be precise, Liberia was navigating its new political landscape under President Joseph Boakai, focusing on economic recovery, while events like the first ever diaspora and annual return happening, while facing infrastructure challenges like the Sexto River Bridge collapse, all amidst national reflection on its rich but conflict-ridden past, marked by the commemorations of the 1989 Civil War start upon. The year earlier on marked the inauguration of the President Joseph Boakai in January, succeeding George Weah, ushering a period of evaluating governance and focusing on development. The country launched the first historical Liberia diaspora and the annual return event, aiming to reconnect Liberians abroad and foster investment upon. But a significant event was the collapse of the Sexto River Bridge on the 30th of December, when a heavy vehicle overloaded it, highlighting infrastructural need. Media and citizens were evaluating the government performance with a focus on education as the University of Liberia prepares for a return in January in 2025. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. Today's in History is a regular feature on our programs where we bring you happenings into history. Have you heard about Patti Smith? Was an American poet and a songwriter and a singer, born today on the 30th of December in 1946, and celebrates birthday on today in Chicago, Illinois, at about 79 years on today. Good afternoon, good morning. And today in 2014, Louise Riner, the first person to receive 2 academic awards for acting, died at the age of 104 on today, on the 30th of December in 2014. Then on the 30th of December in 1986, the British government announced the electronic sensor who began to replace the canaries as early warning detector of carbon dioxide into coal mines in 1986. And today, 2 years before that, in 1984, LeBron James, one of the greatest of all time around basketball player of all times, was born into the Akron, Ohio on today. Tiger Woods, the first player to win consecutively golf 4 major tournaments: the Masters, the US Open, the British Open, the PGA Championship, was born today into the South Parts, into California, on today the 30th of December. And then the Union of the Soviet Socialist Republic was established, with this capital into Moscow. Today in 1922, on today. Today, Gregory Rasputin, was murdered by the Russian conservatives, who reportedly was poisoned, shot, and drowned with the Serbian mystic in an effort to hold this influence over the Empress Alexandra and the royal family in 1916 in history. Today, British Navy officer and explorer Robert Falcon Scott, in company with Ernest Henry Shackleton and E.A. Wilson, set a new record for reaching the fastest point south on the Rhodes Island shift at the head of the Ross Sea into the Atlantic in 1902. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. A pleasant welcome to all of you. I am your humble servant on this 30th day of December, and I'm here today with Sakandu from the production department, just coming the ambassador on today. Let me say welcome to all of you on this edition. I want to talk about this before going to our major talking point. And on our major talking point, I'm asking, what is preventing Liberia to be so clean? Why we are having other cities in Africa has been the cleanest. Liberia, who will boast of being the oldest African republic, is also of junks, dirt, filth, stink all over the place. Are we really living, or are we surviving? Are we in the midst of a huge dump site? Or is it a result of the orientation of our leaders? Sometimes somebody said it helps, or it happened, that the way they were brought up is affecting the country, the way they were raised. They don't have that knowledge, the tenacity to keep out of sanity. But I will go there, and it will be a big shame this afternoon, and I'll play earlier on, to listen to at least, if we count 5 clean cities in Africa. What a Liberia will be there? I want you to tell me. You know, ever since this whole thing here, I will start from the days of, for the time rather, to remind you, Senator Abraham Dallas DeLong, when he was on this thing about work permits were being sold to foreign nationals, and Liberia wasn't even realizing the dividend. Imagine a foreign national becoming a bricklayer in Liberia. A foreign national becoming a chef in Liberia. Becoming a car washer. A foreign national doing a work that by law was set aside that should be carried by Liberians. You know, this recent dismissal of the labor inspector has exposed a lot. You know what's the only thing here, at any point in time they say, some who were loyal to the labor ministry or the labor minister said, you know, that how he behaved, he left on it, that the senator from Nima County died because of Senator Prince White Johnson, the late, dying because he just behind a man. War crime code. So the city won't do to Cobra crime every day. Work permit. And now, the issue that I erupted just recently with this labor inspector has exposed deeply what had really happened. That labor inspector have exploited Liberia, or the position they serve in just to amass wealth for themselves. It is sad. It is another disgrace. Imagine that Liberians will be looking for a job, but institutions claw with the responsibility of making way that Liberians get jobs, and they want taking those very jobs from Liberians. Imagine. And the last time you heard that the labor minister boasted that they increase work permits, they increase fees so that they can generate more money for government, not knowing that these are the activities or these are the issues that are going on. And to see that work permit be given as 300,000. Imagine. Imagine that. Are we doing this so that we can get more money? Are we doing this so that we get more money and deprive our work? If the people say they can pay for the work permit, so it means that Liberians will not work. Now it was a shame for the labor inspector, who is Matthew Jones, to go there and to collect approximately $1,000. And according to the report we are hearing that from several persons, not just one. But then I know after all, one thing had to expose you. You see? Now it came to the labor ministry now to say, this employee, we have to take action. Because if we don't take action to serve as a deterrent, to curtail the malpractices, to dismiss the labor inspector Jones, then others will follow suit. But are you aware that there have been complaints of these issues surrounding that folks were giving out work permits? And the reason why you saw foreign nationals coming in the country to become bricklayers or bricklayers, car washers, to become chief cook or chef, or whatever you think about, is because they were bypassing these processes and giving work permit to people and bringing it in the country. And there have been several complaints from concession areas. You go there, you'll see that one expatriate or foreign national is there serving as a driver. Because if they're serving as a driver, so Liberians who can drive, they will lay them low. Or they will pay them different money, they pay them lesser money, they pay the foreigner more money. This thing we are joking with has exposed the labor ministry, and to a more extent, the labor inspector would have they have dismissed. He has confessed, and now the case has been thrown over the Labor National Police, and the dismissed labor inspector Mr. Jones just showed that there's a larger crisis of fraud in the Liberian labor sector, including payroll, issuance scam in public and private entities. Imagine that. Why will we go at this level? Only because we want to satisfy ourselves, we give people documents that are which you can't go in other country and just get it easily. So that at the Christmas will carry you at the New Year, that you must just say one a work permit, or you must just give something. You see that? And there have been lingering allegations against the labor ministry about this. That they issue fake work permits to foreign nationals, they bypass the legal procedures, and the law that intended to protect the local jobs, these folks go about doing these things. Imagine that. Even the very Minister of Labor, at some point in time, when they went for the function, if I can recall, was the laying to rest of the remains of the former president and the former first lady when she passed. And that is Nancy Doe. Upon his return, or one of his return from the rural parts, he saw that, they usually have a conductor who control the traffic when these constructions are going on. When they show you the red flag, when they show you the green flag, you know what it means, stop and go. And these jobs are just typical positions that a British can serve in. It requires no degree or nothing like that. So, surprisingly, he saw a foreign national standing there with the two flags in his hand. So he got down. They don't even know the labor minister. So when he got there and asked, what were the men doing? They said, the men directing the traffic. What? But then when they got to know that, they said, where's your boss? Where's your supervisor? Where's your head? When they called him, got to know the labor minister now, they got so much, start fumbling. And they said it was a Liberian doing the work, but he had fallen sick, so they tell the man to do it. So he said, but if a Liberian man was working here and he's sick, why you can't replace him with another Liberian man? You can't bring a foreigner here. So it just shows that that foreigner, all men will there. And I even can get work permit before. The kind of Liberian get a work permit. You understand? And direct the traffic that I want Liberian man need to go a degree from Harvard University before you do it. But if you understood the at the time, he said, if you are getting work permits, what kind of job are people doing? Are they mechanics? Are they engineers? Are they drivers? Are they health practitioners? What kind of job you giving? Or you just getting one that foreign national, you just getting work permit. He pay money, if you finish go, then you go and find a job. Why is the job that man going to go get? It's a job that falls quite only about Liberia, man. But when you get work permit, you start to do it. You see these enclosed construction areas. You will see foreign nationals with their white men there laying black. Then they Liberian, the few Liberian be there, we say that they say getting water to them. It's sad. And this thing should not be taken lightly. Because these are things that hamper the growth and development of this country. Every day unemployment, but then there are jobs there for Liberian people to do. You find foreigners doing their jobs. Look, if Councillor Crowder able to ministry, let him leave it. Let the president take him from there. On a serious note, you can find Liberians graduating. Liberians are acquiring knowledge. Then to work. You go bring foreign nationals, you say you work, they put my work anywhere. For what reason? And more so, this should not end right here. They have been accused of even giving authorized, or how do you call it, counterfeit revenue, LRA receipt. You see that? They collect unauthorized fees. They gave LRA receipt, counterfeit. You see that? So, thousands of dollars that go to government, they take it for themselves. You see Liberia? You see how we just getting dirty everywhere? We just want for ourselves. You just want to wear the Giorgio Armani. You want, oh Jesus Christ. You want to wear the bus shoes. You want to wear all of the nice shoes that comes about. Everybody knows that you are working. But what's the benefit the masses? You're one. And what you're doing? You are wasting resources. You are wasting opportunity. You are wasting a lot. Because if $2,000-3,000 are going to government covers to help Liberians, or if a Liberian should have sat in this position to work and feed a family, that will reduce its burden on the government as a whole and other people, you now increase those burdens. You find degree holders walking around looking for jobs. Imagine. You find these young folks who are going to acquiring tertiary knowledge, vocational education, who are graduating from University of Liberia and other universities across Liberia. You deprive them. Imagine. You want to tell me like you want to find a very good cook, a chef that cut across the continent to prepare foreign dishes. You don't think Liberians can do it? Liberians can do it. But you prefer to take one man from over there, bring him here, and pay him more than what you even a Liberian man working that you don't pay the man like that. Imagine you bring one man as a driver, you pay him $3,000. Then they see Liberian man doing the same work, you pay him $300 or $400. You see that? You know how many families you will feed if a Liberian man will even get $1,000 working? You know how many persons you are fed? But because they are so selfish, they are so greedy, they waste those opportunities, they waste those resources, and they think that they're doing good for the country. Look, I'm going to end right here. This thing has exposed Councillor Crowder's need in the labor ministry. If Councillor Crowder about the ministry, then you leave it. Then you leave it. We will not have the people, the foreign Liberian people put in position, they're selling jobs to people, for what reason? Eh? Every day, unemployment. Let me hold it right there. I want to bring somebody here that wanting Liberians to open the eye and see that we are very lazy, and we will continue suffering this unemployment in the unemployment area because the aspect of innovation is far out of us. Number one, we are selfish. We are egocentric. We are limited. When it comes to innovation, we are greedy. We are wicked. We are the demon and the witchcraft for ourselves in this country. Why? What is making Liberia country? What is making Liberia dead like this? What is making Liberia like this? Go sit in Monrovia now. See people selling. There's fishes, water passing under them. But they're selling. They're eating. Imagine a city that was built long since just to keep it tightened up and clean is difficult. Imagine that. Yeah. Everybody want to be free in this country. One man will buy a land, put a foundation and leave that place just and say that even say tell you that hey, people use it for so other reasons. The place just dirty and bushy. Even when you're cleaning around your surrounding there, like one place will just be there bushy. Because the man says that a place they just beat at that. Why are we not innovative? Why not looking for ways to make money? Why? If way back in the day, some of you, our parents can attest to this. When the government instituted hot tax, imagine hot. I say hot. When the country was at that level, that those having a hot should pay a minimum to government. Today, people are having horses, compounds. Then we can pay something that can help us clean our surrounding. We just get our young people just loose. There's no innovation to make them work. When we call our partner to come and face the road, they face the road at the end. What are we doing to maintain the road? Go to the Omega area that the Swakoko Highway was built in the former president. Go there. See the drainage. People set in water selling. No innovation for the authority to say, what can we do to make this happen? What can we do to avoid this thing? Imagine. People are dying for those circumstances. Somebody selling the water for the next 5-10 years. You say the people can't vote for you, but they may not want to vote again. Because he has got some kind of sickness that carry him home. He's lying out there struggling with it. The next thing before the next election, he's gone. Why are we killing ourselves like this? If the countrymen can say today we're cleaning the road, why is that they put in the city with all the knowledge they got? To clean the community is a problem, Liberian people. Sound people, they wear the low attachment, low weed. They wear the tuxedo, but they make dye, they put a dye on the fringes of the road. Who are you? Who are we? I want you to take a listen. I'll take a break here. I want you to please listen to this. I want you to listen. I want you to listen. Liberia, it's a shame. Listen and see how far we are as a people. And it is a shame for us. It is a shame. Even when you are calling about 10 cities in Africa, will Liberia be there? I'm asking you. Will Liberia be among the 10? Why? Are the other people closer to God than us? What is happening to us? What is really happening to us? What? If you check in this country, you got PhDs, you got master degree holders, you got the BScs, you got the associate degrees, you got certificates, you got diplomats. Then what is happening to this country? We share dirty. But see, Christmas, the airport dress see them. You see that children like the poor living in America, but they come from the swamp. Why would make an answer like this? Where the local government? Why we can't create jobs for our people? Today, nobody want to get involved with waste. You leave from here, you go to America, you work in one waste company. You're there to take all the sewage from the septic tank. That you don't work. But you can't decide you buy one, Range Rover, you have the people, you even the FTC. But you can't yet, you see around. But you can go and associate yourself outside there, but you don't want to associate yourself inside here. Why? You go on outside clinic, you throw in cartoon. They put that dead with a dead truck. But you can't Liberia, nobody want to involve in sanitation. We shall dirty. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh Jesus. And so many things will shock Liberians. Why aren't we innovative? We will end another year again in diet. We start another new year with diet. Liberia. Oh, so help me God. One day we all just die in the country. We'll be asking, what do you kill the people? Die with chaos. Died. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Let me take this break. Good afternoon.
Administration, the previous administration, give you all necessary support. I'll get that protection. Mr. President, thank you for giving us the opportunity. Just how we never supported you during your election, but you brought us closer. Thank you. And today, Mr. President, one thing I can talk about I feel more happy and secure in your administration than previous administration. We continue to see for the level of work you have done in most of our country, the four links leading to the whole other side. I voted for it. And Mr. President, thank you. That road will lead to from most of our country to go water side. And all of those other development in the country, the lighting, first time in the history of Liberia since the civil crisis, since 50 years, is this president that took electricity to Benton City, the capital city of Montserrat country. When I went and talked to him, I said, Mr. President, there is no electricity in Benton, the capital city of Montserrat. He was shocked that there's no electricity in Benton. And when that order was given, today, the first time the children are seeing electricity. Since 50 years, they can see electricity today. Mr. President, we want to encourage you that electricity to touch the Tony. From Benton to Tony, it's very short. 300 posts, we already got electricity in Tony. Very short distance. Yeah. So the former caucus chair knows what you're talking about. But I want to say thank you for the unity. We can now come home in our country. You don't want to come back when there's confusion. We all deserve support. I'll get that protection. Mr. President, thank you for giving us the opportunity. Just how we never supported you during your election, but you brought us closer. Thank you. And today, Mr. President, one thing I can talk about, I feel more happy and secure in your administration than previous administration. We continue to see for the level of work you have done in most of our country, the four links leading to the whole other side. I voted for it. And Mr. President, thank you. That road will lead to from most of our country to go water side. And all of those other development in the country, the lighting, first time in the history of Liberia since the civil crisis, since 50 years, is this president that took electricity to Benton City, the capital city of Montserrat country. When I went and talked to him, I said, Mr. President, there is no electricity in Benton, the capital city of Montserrat. He was shocked that there's no electricity in Benton. And when that order was given, today, the first time the children are seeing electricity. Since 50 years, they can see electricity today. Mr. President, we want to encourage you that electricity to touch the Tony. From Benton to Tony, it's very short. 300 posts, we already got electricity in Tony. Very short distance. Yeah. So the former
responsibility to a state to tell me that the people of Foya, Kolahu, the young people need scholarship. That's why we are here as caucus. They said 3 separate must coordinate at all times. If Senator Momo Saros is the senator of this county, to buttress this government and buttress this president, buttress he himself, it's on our obligation to give thousands of scholarships to Lufiens. If Momo Saros, for example, the political leader of District Number 3, while it is true we will be negotiating with the president and his programs, but he need not be told that the children and the young people from Kolahu need to go to school. Judy need not be horrible, I'm sorry. That the people of Wahasa, Vaho, Tingia need to go to school. Kisi Calling need not be told that his people need water, electricity, or scholarship. That is the responsibility the president is trying to set the roadmap. Say, I have the bigger one, but the smaller one, let's work. So that Lofa County can be great. Mr. President, you can rest assured, with the unity you see in the caucus, in terms of national policy, that is our role to make sure we champion that at the legislature. And we have been doing it since the inception of the government. You have added additional responsibility today that have also helped to further make the job easy or easier for ourselves and our people. Your proposal, your recommendation, what besides the father of the land, the godfather of the land, the uncle of the land, cannot make a proposal or suggestion like he said, I'm not dictating. But it's implied, Mr. President.
I want to cry. I don't want to shed tears this afternoon. I don't want to shed tears. Look at the countries they are talking about. Look about Namibia, the Windhoek. Imagine a city that falls between the mountain region. It's clean. Liberia. What happened to us? Look at Mauritania. Littering is not accepted anywhere. But Liberia, one man will tell you that his grandfather was a former city mayor, so he got the authority to just drink water and throw the plastic over his head. Imagine, it is not only the what really got me down. It is not only the efforts of the government, the citizens, schools, institutions. Like, you know, what made us we can't be like this? Imagine. A child that will grow up in a kind of environment. Tell me that breathe good air. They look around, they don't see died. And one thing, like I saw in Mauritania, also in the Windhoek in Namibia, it got me angry. The people having dustbin. I want to talk about the Gabon run in Botswana. The people having. I saw one of the photos that came. They having dustbin. Those rubber can that they use to carry dye. A part of that at one junction. So even at 1 foot, they don't want to come. And those dustbins, it's not just that it's dirty, it's leaking. No, it's clean and it's ready to carry any dirt. And they have made the citizens to even be able to sort the waste, to take plastic from glass bottle, to take sardine cup from water bottle, to take fish cartoon paper and put it different side from cartoon and cover on TV. Hey man, what about us? We all have the education in this country. People going to Harvard University, people going to the best university in the world. They come back here. If you look at the houses here, you even wonder that our country should be dirty. Look at Princeville. Let people tell you the kind of family that are living with the kind of rich history they have. But how come they hold such a thing like this? Look at Central Monrovia. How come? They are not only concerned about being in their vehicle. Imagine, you don't make car fun, they roll you around the car on the road fun, the car fun, the environment. Even when you wear one of your t-shirt from or you put it when you come outside, you still look handsome and beautiful. But not Liberia. Liberia, the only thing about how to put, they won't put something clothes on the low fan, they won't put something hair on the low different. They're not putting up, they ain't thinking about it. Because they have made their effort, they surround those already beautiful. Even the trees they got there, the trees are all made surrounding so beautiful that you can sit anywhere. Look at Liberia. How many presidents have crossed this country with like this? How many countries? imagine a Botswana as a country. You can't even imagine Liberia. Why? Namibia as a country. You can't imagine Liberia. What's wrong with us? Look at what's happening recently. See the kind of unreal beauty that is in Morocco. Eh? If you take somebody from here, you in Morocco, and they get there, they say they're in Europe. They say they have now reached, but they stay in Africa. But Liberia, just drive from the airport to come, you start being greeted by the stink scent, the breeze will be blowing you, they die, you see on the street, the human being dirty, the surrounding dirty, even the cars dirty, the tree, everything dirty, the horses dirty. Hey, Liberia. And these are ways that will even help to create jobs. Waste collection, sanitation, like the president said. Why nobody thinking about that? Everyone get money to buy again, to buy motorbike, to buy cobble, to buy truck, to buy same truck, to buy rank truck. They only concerned about that. Who then will clean the community? And you people won't even buy no truck. You people are the mean ones that can make more die because you want to buy by cartoon, you buy by dozen, you buy wholesale. The other people who go buy one, they want one. Amen. 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 If you see the people dustbin, the trash cans, you just think that something different, you stay inside, if you eating, you know that trash can here. But before you read here, like about their bucket, they said we made know that you're around this thing. You ain't gotta be down there. Look at how we build our roads. Look at it. And every time I plow on this road, I think what really was in the mind of the people. They built this Swakoko highway. By the time you drive from Packer Paint to Ward, where you have the Ominga there, you see no drainage. That drainage down there. And when they tell you the money, see, even the one built from the ERW, when they realized the ERW junction. Why? Like I learned in Rwanda, you can even sit in the poor drainage or the water, what you call it. You sit down there, you can eat. Because the people that are working in those ministries or agencies in their public buildings, they come outside by 4, 5 o'clock, 1 hour, they go to clean their offices, they clean the building, they wash in the drainage, they wash all over. They go home, rest 5 to 6, 6 to 7, you see everybody coming to work. 8 o'clock, everybody to work. You even know that the person can clean up. But you are happy walking there because you knew that you are already prepared a place. But a Liberian man, he won't go near there. Imagine the capital city of Liberia. Feces running through the central street of Liberia. And people are selling. People they get in plane, they go China, they go Dubai, they buy, they get in the buses, they go Togo, they bring their goods, they come and sit in people water to sell and eat. Liberia. It just means that then our government, the government structure, those they put in the position are just useless to the position. They're not useful to this country. Imagine. What is so making hard that since LMA been collecting money to clean red light, really get clean? What are they paying the money for? What are they paying the money for? People are selling their goods rack upon rack, bricks upon bricks. They put saying gallon, they sell, they put that. They want to pay the money for. City corporations, they collect fees. Why are the people collecting no fees for? Look at in Mauritania, they posted their market and you walk through the market, free space to walk. Even the goods they're selling, the beauty attracts you. Like when you want, you buy and you go home with it. But in Liberia, they use tablespoon of water that will leave crocodile food for the next 6 months, change my name. What happened? Oh, Jesus Christ. So God just made Liberia to just be. I'm not talking about any other thing. I'm not in a politics with the issue here. Why are we so dirty? I'm taking one person from there. All of us. Why? Since the foundation of this country, there is no clean spot in this place. And since I heard this, I'll say this, I said yesterday again, since I heard that, imagine Maryland County, Plymouth City, when you go there, or Harper City rather, not Plymouth, Harper, when you go there, and you think that you will wait the Sunday morning to go in market and buy your life yourself. You go to the place, I've gone to Harper before. The place is clean. The streets are all clean. It is the efforts of the citizens. Are we a part in making our community clean? But we'll say that government. People buy land, they leave it as it is. People build houses without latrines. No toilet facility. Imagine that. In the modern ancient time, people are having pit latrine in their houses. Hey, Jesus Christ. In this modern ancient time, what they would do wrong? Go to Mali, go to Bamako. Let's go right here in Nigeria. Go right to the Ivory Coast. Like I heard in Ivory Coast, you don't build, I think Ghana or Ivory Coast, you don't build a house. The first thing you must have in the house, you must have the toilet facility set up first. That's why make a house. Because if somebody should sleep somewhere for a day or a night, how would they ease themselves? Imagine. But in Liberia, we can build a house with 8 rooms, no toilet. No even bathroom. Then they send someone back for outside with bag. When you bend down in the bucket, when you lift your head, everybody see your head. You there, putting somewhere, you take back. When you're walking for that going, everybody know you come and take him back. You this. They think we're doing a serious curse we put on the nation. Let it the rich, let it the politics. Dirtiness alone is taking us away from our real value. Dirtiness. Dirtiness alone is taking us away from our real value. On a serious note, imagine if you go to Kigali, imagine where they have the leader or where they have the war. There is no plastic bag in Kigali. They have a monthly cleanup campaign. They ban no a day you go in Kigali and you keep plastic bag in your pocket and you get there, you just take it out from your pocket, know that day that plastic bag will carry to jail. Department of Urban Planning, how I put building houses. Go to South Africa, Cape Town. They're having a high waste diversion rate, strong water conservation. Hey, Jesus Christ. Go to Port Louis, Mauritania, what I'm talking about. Go to Tunisia. Go to Botswana. They have utilized the AI for waste collection efficiency. Imagine that. Go to Namibia in the Windhoek. They have been recognized for their environmental standard and well-kept urban area. What is wrong with this one country? Go to Namibia, Kenya, or Nairobi, Kenya, to be precise. They have set up the growing eco initiative and the recycling programs. We get plastic bag. Oh, your plastic bag is the most common citizen in Liberia. Go to Johannesburg. Go to Kumasi, Ghana. Ghana has been looking for urban trees planting and eco market. Go to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Hey, Jesus Christ. Where is Liberia? Where? Go to Monrovia. Get down from the car. Get down. Go to the largest city in Liberia. What did it show? And I think I'm so much careful to mention the cities in the rural parts because they try. The Nigerian say they try. Yeah, they try. Really? Why the people that were in the interior, in the rural parts, try more than we would around the capital city? Go to Bentor, the capital city of Colorado County. It's an abandoned area. Jesus. What is wrong with us? And I think I want to call the president. Just one day, we just pray for clean. Just God to get all the spirit to be clean. Because we're dirty. These are our clothes we're wearing. All of us. What kind of country is that? We're not leading no moral example. No moral example. Generation come, generation go. We just that. Imagine that today in Botswana, it's been known for their AI waste collection. Imagine the people are using technology to even help me clean the area. Where is this? What is happening to Kigali? Weekly cleanup. And someone said to me, I said, I don't want to go there because if you will tell me that when a married brother, when a clean woman like brother say, I went to power and said, people must stay home to clean, close your store and clean, and a hole. I don't want to believe that. On the serious note. Then where are the others? Where? We are here one day, Labrador Market Association say today, you don't say we'll clean the market. No, but they will collect money. Where the money going? Are they useful to us? It's so useless. Look at other people say, how do you call them? They can't load the people then. She says, I want to call the name for them. It's so frustrating. Eh? You get a driver union, truck driver, taxi driver, motorbike, keke. What are they doing? If you say let park get today and clean our car, man, I won't get a country. And then la papa you want me I will run ya. The parking lots that they get buy land, but when they wait for somebody to pave some of the area, they go there and say they loading car. And they even contribution to the road. They park in the car, they even clean the place. So now it has just been a tradition now we just give it to less fortunate people to say this way. All the incidents, all the less fortunate people. And our money in that sector. Every car that leaves from the parking lot pays money. They pay money. What are the money for? So you want to tell me we can organize a social where Liberians get employed and get paid? Imagine that. That all I want to work in this country is useless, you ain't get no good name. But you see that brother man will leave from here, go spend 5, 10 years in a different country and do that same work there and get money but get name. And come back here. The man park car and big man, big ball. But I see where you can do it here, that you're not doing that. Liberian men they play eating air, nobody there. They said they don't have friends, no, they don't get profit, they think oh, you're here, what do you? No money inside, but you get there. Year upon year, you there. They call us, no money, oh, quarter. I'm thinking, I will just something outside, oh, quarter. But you there. But you, because you want nobody to know, so you have to make it look like it is something that nobody should see. Who hiding from that? Who? Go see in other countries, big people selling ice cream. Their companies, their factories are coming about. It's clean, it's neat. They become responsible that you can buy your ice cream, you buy your chocolate, you buy your milk, you sit and eat in the park. But at Liberia here, that nothing work. Hey, Jesus. Yeah, I don't want to share tears this afternoon, man. I don't want to share tears. Sometimes I can really want to taste the life of other country and wonder and see really what really they did. What mechanism they put into play to help that country. Jesus Christ. And let me tell you something. We know that we know the Bogo, but we just use common sense. That one thing God never took from us, common sense. When the paramount chiefs, when the clan chief, the town chiefs, they are making their villages clean, that common sense. They don't need any degree. Common sense. Or our degree we got We lack common sense. We should speak the book. The only way we know that we know book. But common sense isn't there. Jesus Christ. I'll take a break here. Let me say welcome to all of you. And yeah, I'm going to go to the lines. Oh, this country, oh, this country. All of our things we do is just want to live. We're not setting no good example. We're not leading nothing by example. The only thing, if you get small money, go buy a car, you can pass around, you bullshit your friends, you buy you rich. But in our hall, you make die. What the day go, the day coming outside. You don't care about it. Who the elephant people get a day. The people live in a day. We will not live in a day. We'll clean our place and get a day to them. Liberia, it will continue like this. How? Liberia shouldn't be a laughing stock. And we are certainly a laughing stock about the continent. Because we are not setting any example. Only thing we do, go to the poor country. But are you aware that people in this country, the clothes they're wearing are still new clothes? When they go out of the country, they steal good money, carry it. They can't use that money. They carry it and they buy clothes. All their clothes, the Nigerian men wore tear rubber. They bring it. Every day they wear it. Are you aware that some people in the country they carry their clothes, their clothes places like Ghana to wash? Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that? But because they want the entire country, they should be the only one to do that. The rest of the other people should go to the creek. Yeah, I'm hearing that parts of Liberia now, no good drinking water, people are drinking from creeks. No water, people drinking from creek. And you know that when these chemicals that the company, the concession are dealing with, and when these chemicals waste in the water and people drink it, you know what will happen to them? Another disease will come. Besides another huge death rate. Imagine the last time the city corporation took and used the community for a transit point, a waste point, that they make it from the dumper, enter the well. You can even use the water to flush the toilet. Imagine that. Liberia. When? 0775 919 919 0880 919 919 are the numbers. Let's talk to you on today. Jesus Christ. Father, don't allow me to shed tears this afternoon. No. It's just coming to me that we don't have innovative people in this country. They only want to know what money is. They will use all the book to go there and get the money. When they get the money to use the money or do the money work, they ain't able. But when they get the money, they can use all the book. That will tell you they got master. They don't want to tell you I want to school in the country. I want to school this place. I can do the work. But when they get the work, now all the book lost in their head. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. That day, nobody will go to church, nobody will go to God. You leave your backyard dirty and go to God. Then you say you praying to Him. No. Everybody, church or mosque or office, hey, close. Everybody should get out and clean the community. Clean the community. If you take out 1 week to clean, if you do it 2, 3 times, that will get clean. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I want to dirty area down again. Yeah, you renting, but you can clean your room, put it there, and check it outside. But they are go for you put music all loud. You want everybody to know that you're enjoying. Okay. Sometimes you don't have to see the Pope urinating. Before you reach there, you are greeted by the sin. Good afternoon. The president needs to dismiss all of them. All of them have new point up. All. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
You know, I appreciate you for your heart, the level of honesty. The issue regarding our government officials, when they go in the country, you see how much the people are clean. When they come here, it doesn't let to implement it. So like it's a curse. It's a curse in the country that our government officials will work. But when they come here, they can't implement what is so. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, there is so many people like people realize this afternoon. Look, now until we can change our mind and attitude towards our own country, we will continue to be where we are. You see, sometimes when you talk about the old again, and what guys are doing. For what reason? That would be so dead like this.
Yeah, I know why. For what reason? Why would you make like brother tell that?
Yeah.
We care. We care. We don't care. We say, and I mean, and the people then, the why you are saying there.
Yeah. I know you want to say, no, that one man there. Don't look what we're doing. One point in time now, I'm telling you serious thing. The opening of other in the community. Somebody say, what is school me? I gave you 5,000. I say, you're calling your boys or guy and moving in there. That it took over of 3 months. I want 5 black in the alley. They just can't move it. So when those guys went to loot the country that were there, some of the black guys spoke. She told me, she said, you want to sue me? If my grandfather was the guy, they want to sue me. Ain't my crap. You can't pay the hawk on the alley. Why am I supposed to come and say, oh, clean out, they can't do it? How we learn this school is so kind of thing, our mind, attitude towards our own self, in people that go through. We want to wear the 3 clothes and we are getting in our hearts. We need to change. We have the other order.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Nathan Sebastian for QFN. Good afternoon.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Martin Harris, because you just discussing the topic of discussion about the car parking lot. And I want to ask you the question that we have a union in the bureau. Union.
Got what?
Union. You don't want to go to car parking.
I mean, you come ask me just you come from different country. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sebastian.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Peter. You are really not talking of India. Now that about the issue there, the citizen has said the problem for economy there. We the citizen have said the problem. When people come to clean it, they pay where they tell you, I'm pretending that they will not do their life. See, so they take it there again, they don't let it go put it around, and then got error. Yeah, man, they take the problem of not cleaning it for them. Because you are maybe near the pay there, or then a lot of people put in there, but telling you the comment out where you comment out clean it. Then you are going to be protecting. When you're not protecting, you get there to be on the therefore, they're going to go, they say they get it, but when you tell them to pay time and to clean it, they don't want to pay back. So they're not going to pay that money. The whole brother people are saying that you have to say, $200 pay, they don't want to pay
Yeah, I tell they put on Facebook. They put on Facebook so that they clean. But go in a room, go to their houses. Just check on to the table and check in the closet then. Good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you for the discussion on it. I really enjoyed it. I came from many countries, specifically Calabar town, countries and schools. But now it's getting old. I see everything that's going on in the capital city. My recommendation is we are making everything to be high on us down to this in the country and making everything difficult on the president or leader of the government. So I recommend to the government. The population within this city is causing a lot of damages, and the debt is over more than the population.
More than the population, the plastic. More than the population.
Yeah, the debt is more than the population, and the city is too small. It's a control thing. My recommendation to the president or the government, when we have that knowledge, let us draw some of the people who just entering the country every day. Some of them come from different countries around us. We don't want to clean up our country. So we will find some shop with somebody will come from elsewhere to come build their shop and start a road in the night to pay local government and say you can't swim out there. And what the man will carry, you don't know. So they wanted some of them came to look for money also. So what we do, we divide the city into two. Then we see which one of the side that will be clean. This country, the city is too small. So that will be more than we.
Okay.
So,
good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Oga.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my dear, yeah, if you share about the city of the city or the Lagos also, you know, the population is still number one. Then you look at Nigeria have two capital cities, they have Abuja and Lagos. But then if you for themselves, they have
So the Abuja and Lagos, we want dirty. Which one dirty? Tell me plenty. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You can compare the population of Nigeria to Liberia. Go to Nigeria. They put there more than 200 million. You read 5 to 6 good. You hear all countries doing recycle. Even the dirty water, say the water can come back to the city for development. They put recycle the plastic. The plastic with they make something different from it. Okay, let me take my last call here. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
My last caller, go ahead.
And thank you very much. It's a pleasure for me. This is Abraham Puna calling from City View Community number 2, Robert Johnson Hill. You know, my brother, the topic on the discussion, like when we are the problem for ourselves, we are the cause of our own problem. My brother, we face similar situation that are in our community. We have one other community, Pastor and City View. They came, they developed a new transformer. But we go to the other people who know start their transformer, everybody wants to do it, let's say fair way. And you know, they want to pay tax, they want to recharge, they want bypass from me, the transformer to get free current. At the end of the day, transformer blow up. They just march in the community, they say they want to get current from the community, but of course they're carrying in that community. They say they can't have it that way. Because you're not maintaining your transformer.
Okay, let me go home here. Good afternoon. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't hear that thing, man.
Of the world, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
The heat is terrific.
La brother, I ain't moving.
Now, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Okay, I got to go. Thanks to all of you. I will end this topic. I will discuss it at the year end. I got nothing else to talk about until this year end. I want Liberian people to feel bad by themselves, to know that this thing should be very important. Let's take, whether you're in a fence, whether you're in upstairs building, the outside part of this country, the community, it should be everybody's business. It should be everybody's business. You heard that people, the schools, institutions, get involved with government. Imagine that. Since they brought Zoom line here, they just put there in Fiamma, go in Fiamma, they present on the real big dumper. Since they opened it one time, go there and see it. Go there and see. The mosquitoes are in our community. I don't say they do weightlifting. Go there and see it. How will we embarrass ourselves? Until tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last day of the day in 2025. Today is the last Tuesday. Let me say thanks to Sakandu, your humble servant. I'm not fan of you.
Of the rules and regulations of the 2025 National County Meet, which states that any county players caught fighting within the game vicinity